Welcome to Suwanee, Georgia, a suburb 30 miles northeast of Atlanta. My name is Alex Teitner, and right now I am standing in Town Center Park, the crowning jewel of the city's park system. Town Center Park hosts numerous events, including the annual Suwanee Day Festival. Suwanee Day was first held in 1984, and since 1990, the festival has been held on the third Saturday of September. Recently, the festival was moved to Town Center Park. Town Center also serves as a community gathering area, giving Suwanee its focal point. The park contains the largest interactive fountain in Gwinnett County, Big Splash. This provides a place for kids to cool off from the Georgia heat. However, Town Center Park isn't the only park Suwanee has. Suwanee homeowners literally decided to go green by taxing themselves $17.7 million in 2001, allowing the city to greatly increase the amount of land it reserves for park space.
Probably the most important thing we've done over the last 10 years, we've increased the amount of open space that we protect throughout the city. In the last 10 years, we've gone from about 20 acres of parks and open space that we own and control to about 300 acres.
The park closest to Town Center is Playtown Suwanee, a true community playground. Why? Because over the course of 5 days, 1,200 volunteers turned 2 tractor loads of materials into a super playground in 2004. The volunteers worked about 10,000 hours to make every little kid's dream a reality. On the south edge of the city, you will find Suwanee Creek Park, an 85-acre park that has been left mostly in its natural state to preserve its beauty. The park also serves as the trailhead for the Suwanee Greenway. The Greenway was originally a floodplain. Suwanee took advantage of what appeared to be useless land along Suwanee Creek and created a place where people can walk, bike, and run, all while enjoying nice views of the creek. Suwanee.com claims the Greenway is 4 miles. To see exactly how long it is, I decided to measure my GPS watch. Alright, yeah, quarter mile! I finished, and it came out to 3.54 miles. About a half mile shorter than they said, but still a good workout. This is Sims Lake, a park that used to be a private residence and family farm that the city converted into 62 acres of green space. Why? To preserve one of the last picturesque places in Suwanee. Sims Lake contains about approximately 1.2 miles of asphalt nature trails and a 7-acre lake. To sum it all up, city leaders tell us that more parks make Suwanee a better place to live.
When a park is constructed and it's not covered in asphalt or building top, it has positive impacts on the community.
Here in Suwanee, going green means more than just building park space. It also means conserving energy.
We commit to certain green elements.
Welcome to Suwanee City Hall, the first LEED certified city hall in all of Georgia. This means that a building has been constructed or retrofitted with energy-saving materials/methods. To learn more about this and other things that the city is doing to become green, I interviewed the city manager, Mr. Marty Allen, to see why Suwanee is saving energy.
It is important to sometimes weigh the cost-benefit analysis, and we made that decision when we built Suwanee City Hall that it would be financially beneficial, it would be environmentally beneficial, it would be the right thing to do, and without a doubt it would be leading by example.
However, it costs more money up front to build green. For example, according to Mr. Allen, the construction costs of City Hall was $7.8 million. It would have cost 10% or $780,000 less had the city not decided to make the building LEED certified.
It takes a little bit more money for us sometimes to initially implement green technologies, but over time we hope that the payback, both from a financial as well as an environmental perspective, will be worthwhile.
When asked, Mr. Allen couldn't tell me how much money being LEED certified will save annually, and how long it will take to pay back the upfront costs. However, he is confident that taxpayers will be better off in the long run.
We will find those savings over time. We're sitting in, hopefully a 50 or 100-year building,
right? And
so there'll be many years of payback.
Mr. Allen agreed to give us a tour of City Hall's LEED points, the thing that make it LEED certified and save money.
Someone can take a tour of the lobby area and find out how we receive the LEED points.
Because of the huge window that they have in front of the building, most of the building can operate completely off of natural lighting. You heard right, it's the middle of the day and they don't even have the lights on. This building has many other important energy efficiency features too. One of these is the recycled carpet they use throughout the building. It looks like regular carpet and it feels like regular carpet too. However, it was made from low emitting materials. According to this sign, all the interior wood contains no urea formaldehyde resins, chemicals that, when not cured, are very toxic and can cause permanent damage to our body.
Here it talks about the island heat effect, which is the roof. It's a white roof. It's a reflective roof, as opposed to a traditional dark roof. What the urban island heat effect is black asphalt and other things absorb the heat, and so in downtowns, you'll get 5, 6, 7 degrees warmer in the summertime than you would otherwise.
Having a white roof means the building absorbs less heat, reducing the costs to keep the building cool during the hot Georgia summer. Next, Mr. Allen allowed me an inside look at City Hall's recycle room.
Here it talks about recycled content, the actual material that went in for the construction of City Hall. About 23% was, as you can see, was recycled. Our lead point where we have storage and collection for our recyclables. So we actually have a small room that's dedicated called a recycle room. If you go in there, you can actually see where the recyclables that we collect are managed, separated, and our public works will come pick them up and take them to be appropriately disposed of.
Cool.
This is our recycle room. As you see, this is where we sort cardboard and other items into these various recycled containers, and our public works staff will take it to be recycled. As you can see, plastic, cardboard, cans, things of that nature.
Cool.
Paper products are something that we obviously use a lot of. Right.
Even the toilets are energy efficient. Waterless urinals combined with low-flow water fountains will save 43% on the amount of water City Hall uses.
It's pretty big. It's a pretty big amount, and that will certainly add up both financially and the amount of water saved.
Suwanee is also trying to cut down on the amount of fuel it burns by getting more efficient police cars and less gas-guzzling work trucks, and even investing in some hybrids.
We have policies in place for the future to purchase green energy.
In addition to city leaders, Suwanee residents are also taking the Green Challenge, which is why we're here at the Harvest Farm at White Street Park.
I'm learning every day.
And that's where we ran into Karen Franklin. Who is she? Miss Franklin is a Peachtree Ridge parapro and a green enthusiast. She rented out plot number 73 for only $35 last year and is planning to rent out a plot again this year. We decided to ask her a few questions about why she is going green.
I like to see things grow. That's why I became a teacher. I like to,
I
like to see the students start off small, and I like to see them grow and graduate and go and become wonderful, productive men and women. And I feel the same way about my garden.
Mrs. Franklin isn't your typical green person. She's new to the environmental movement, but she's learning using the internet, the public library right down the street, and most importantly, the Harvest Farm Master Gardeners.
But you know what, Alice? It's not that serious. No one's going to lose a leg or an arm behind if something dies. It's just a learning process.
Mrs. Franklin doesn't just grow her own garden because she wants to go green. She also does it to save some green.
And see, I have 3 sons, and you guys know, you guys eat around the clock.
Right.
So this was also an economical decision.
Miss Franklin also knows how hard it can seem to take the green plunge, so she has one bit of advice.
You can start off small like I did. I mean, that's probably maybe the number one advice I give someone who wants to start small. And you can go to any Walmart, you can go to the dollar store and buy seeds, and it's only $1 you're gonna. You never know what might happen.
The Harvest Farm was so successful that the city has decided to expand the number of plots since last year. The city actually had to turn people away last year. The garden is irrigated using a 2,500-gallon cistern that collects rainwater from the roof of the renovated, picturesque red barn. The garden also has a composter to recycle dead organic matter into new soil. And the newest addition to the garden? 3 chickens. Gardeners who agree to take care of the chickens for a week are allowed to keep all the eggs they lay.
To eat fresh, to eat well, is expensive, but on the other end, you spend less time at the doctor's office, you spend less time at the pharmacy if you go green and you eat natural. So I kind of weighed the benefits.
Cost benefit.
Exactly.
However, you don't have to grow your own food to go green. There are some simple, easy things you can do to save energy and help the environment. In fact, You might even be going green already and you don't even know it.
Everyone is employing, whether they realize it or not, certain green technologies on a day-to-day basis.
How so? You know those fluorescent light bulbs you probably have in your house? Over the life of those light bulbs, you will save $30 in energy per bulb, and the bulbs last on average 10 times longer than other incandescent bulbs. To find out other ways to save energy, we talked to Georgia Power, and here are a few of the tips that they gave us. The first tip they gave us was to make sure that you have the proper amount of insulation in your house. The second tip they gave us was to upgrade your heating, ventilation, or air conditioning system, or HVAC, to a newer, more efficient model. Now I know that this is an extreme option, and according to some estimates costs about $7,000 to $8,000 in total to complete. Another tip that they gave us was upgrading some or all of the appliances in your home to more efficient models. For example, if you upgrade your refrigerator, Georgia Power will haul the old one away and recycle it for you, while giving you a rebate for upgrading to the newer, more efficient model. You can also change the light bulbs in your house to new compact fluorescent lights, and this is a very simple option and costs very little.
The standard common sense items, recycle everything that you can, purchase and employ fuel efficient technologies.
In order to learn more about these fuel-efficient technologies, I logged on to a website called www.gasbuddy.com for tips on how to conserve gas and money. Here are some of the tips that I found. Tip 1. Keep your tires properly inflated. A tire underinflated by as little as 2 psi will burn 1% more gas. Tip 2. Regularly service your vehicle to keep it running at its most fuel-efficient state. Tip 3. Use cruise control, because when you remain at a constant speed, your engine doesn't have to suddenly work harder to accelerate. And finally, tip 4. Purchase a fuel-efficient vehicle such as a hybrid car.
Fuel conservation is something that we can all play a part in, from the vehicles that we drive, to how we drive, to when we drive.
Obviously, saving gas saves you money. This goes for anything that is energy efficient, because over time, you will spend less money on energy. Money spent now will more than be made up over the long haul.
What's great is with these newer technologies, people are deploying them without being a typical green person. They're doing it because it makes financial sense.
The makers of this film encourage you to go green and follow Suwanee's lead. You not only save your money, you'll save the planet as well. I'm Alex Tiger, and thanks for watching.